Okay, so we just killed a fellow watcher who kind of was losing his mind there. Let's see what he dropped. Ooh, a grimoire. We'll give that to Aloth. Let's see what else is around this room. Sickly sweet smell of rot rises from this half-eaten fruit. Okay, let's go upstairs and talk to the statue.
You cannot wait that Alder said? I don't want to discuss it.
What's going on? You cannot wit that Alder said? Oh, Aloth, his multiple personality disorder. It's not a disorder. It works for him.
Aye, you're right. No sense listening to that old bampot.
Alright, so we've got, mental problems galore in our party.
I felt Mayor Wald's passing. You slew him.
He gave me no choice.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Mayor Wald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
I've always wanted my own He's a monk. He never dreamed of having his own keep. Mayor Wald said I must go to the City of Defiance in search of the Queen. The energy seems all at once to drain from the air. I see. If it's Defiance Bay you seek, I'm sorry to tell you that you've come a long way for nothing. The Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago, and Mayor Wald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before his mind became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired if it is your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. For what am I but the master's instrument? It would take time, but far less than finding another route to Defiance Bay. How do I repair the Barbican? Mayor Wald set aside materials for the Barbican, and they are still available to you. In the future, if you wish to make further repairs to the keep, you will need coin for supplies and labor. What does being the master of Cad Nua entail? Why, there are many responsibilities involved in maintaining a keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instruction. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep's security in turn, these will become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame and you must contend with threats to the keep. And then there are other things. Was there anything else, my lord? What did you mean when you said this keep was cursed? Well, we know it's cursed. We were attacked by spirits. What did you mean by risks? Merwald's curse was his own, a watcher's curse, but his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather, far beneath it. At least such has been the conclusion drawn by all those who have come to this place, for what spirits still linger in the endless paths oft speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed. From the time of our Adiran colonists onward, beasts rise from the endless paths until the new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below, this master, does not tolerate rivals, it seems. I have seen from time to time intrepid explorers descend to lay claim to what answers they can, but none return. This is the force which has kept Caed Nua bare in ruin, and robbed me of all my hopes. The endless paths, that, my friend, is where I must go, where we must go, if you will go with me. Whatever devils lie beneath, think too what knowledge we will find. Perhaps this master speaks Adiran. Who is the master below? I could not say with any certainty. I believe it must be tied to the man said to have been the architect of the endless paths, the Engwithan tyrant, Old Nua. Some claim his spirit endures, or at least has laid a curse upon the site. I cannot imagine much remains of his work, for the ruins have been here 1,000 years or more, but what is left is impressive. The Earl certainly thought so. You may have seen while below the hand of the great statue Old Nua constructed. Perhaps it is a statue of Old Nua himself. What are the endless paths? The endless paths of Old Nua. This is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The Earl, we were warned by the Glanfathans that this site was cursed, and there is a legend attached to it, though at the time we thought nothing of it. The ruins were built, it is said, by a powerful Engwithan named Old Nua, who ruled there until his people turned against him. They followed his endless paths and filled many of the upper tunnels in with soil and stone. No one living knows how far down the tunnels stretch, and few who have ever ventured there have returned. There is much talk of riches and treasure. The promise of Engwithan relics alone has drawn many fortune seekers to their deaths, I fear. But am I not the master of Caed Nua? Of course you are. The keep would have no other, but the endless paths are a different thing entirely. It is unfortunate, really, that they are so closely entwined. If the master below is not dealt with, there will always be a threat to the keep from within. I know it is much to take in, but if you would remain, if you would be lord of this place, then I can only advise you to seek out this foe before it destroys you. I have other questions. You must know, this queen you're looking for, Defiance Bay, has no queen. The Mequins of Adir haven't reigned here since the war. The only queen with any power there is Wedica, or Wodica. I am told they erected an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away in repairing the Barbican. You need only tell me what you wish to do, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Merwald kept a ledger as it happens, and I have taken the liberty of updating it. You could take a look if you wish. Let me see what repairs I can make. Then we'll get underway at once. The steward's voice belies a giddy excitement. Know, my lord, that this is but the first and least of a great many undertakings. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures, and these will bring you wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding the defenses will keep your grounds from becoming overrun, as they did under Merwald's keeping. You need not choose all at once. I am pledged to your aid, and so long as you are master here, we shall always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Wherever your travel may take you, you can make your will known to me, if you will but reach out. Oh, but first, of course, the Barbican. The eastern Barbican gates, passage to the wood-end plains, the crossroads between Caed Nua, Deerford, and Defiance Bay. Okay, but how much? It's completed. Okay. We have a bit of money from all that stuff I sold. Upgrading the main keep will repair your great hall, allowing visitors and adventurers to be available to you and your companions. Okay, let's repair the main keep. And that's all we can afford right now. Let's save this bit of money we have left. Okay, events occur at the stronghold as time elapses. The higher your stronghold's prestige, the more positive the events tend to be. However, a high security is also important, as it can help prevent theft and kidnappings. Adventures are opportunities for your companions, and adventurers to earn experience while they aren't in the party. Um, Visitors can affect security and press. What? I'm not finished. Visitors can affect security and prestige of the stronghold while they are present. Some events even offer rare items for sale during limited periods of time. Let's look at our logbook. You know what? Let's go downstairs. There was this room that we had no access to. Let's see if we have access to it now, or do we need to talk to her first?
It is good to see you here. I can feel a change in the air already. There is much to do. Is there anything I can do to help?
What is the state of the keep? Alright, let's go back down. Let's see if this door is still barred to us. It is open.
Here we are. To think we are so close. Beneath our very feet lie the endless paths built by Ard Nua, the great Engwithan king. Well, up here this is all Adiran, of course. But should we descend far enough, we will find some real history. To uncover that great king's tomb would be a dream. But it is one of his servants I am after, Gabranos, a powerful mage and a dedicated scholar, a keeper of lore, just as I mean to be. He was in possession of the Tanvi Oratoa, or whatever form of it preceded the one we know. I've seen it in ruins, alongside Gabranos' name, scraps of the same symbols and verses we know in Rauatai. He must have held the words in high regard. Or perhaps he was even the author.
You sound very impressed by this Gabranos. They say he held power over the elements, Kana coughs, but I'm more interested in his writing. He was a prolific author. I haven't been able to translate anything, but I've seen enough to know that he traveled far and wide. If only we could have met him, what wisdom he could share. But we can follow this example and his example and strive to learn from those around us. Improve upon it. Why does this book matter so much? Rauatai faces troubled times. Once we were a unified people, but that's changing. And the Tanvi Ora Toa is at the heart of that. There are those who say that we haven't held to its instruction, that we've allowed ourselves to grow weak and polluted our traditions by welcoming foreigners rather than laying claim to the lands around us, that we must hold to those traditions if we are to make of ourselves a nation to be feared. My brothers would have it so, but we don't need to isolate ourselves to make Rauatai great. I know there are... Okay, so he really has an agenda. Okay, averting conflict is a noble ambition.
If my sources are correct, Gabranos will have brought the text with him. It will probably be within a library, or a tomb perhaps. It tends to be one of the two. Let's be off.
Okay, so this will take us there. We don't want to go there just yet. I feel we need to be a bit more powerful before we tackle that. Let's look at our journal. Okay, so that's his quest. We brought Adair to speak with Merwald. Okay. Adair will have to decide how to proceed from here. I'm surprised he didn't ask Merwald any questions. Alright, let's return to Tuatanu to return that shipment to the smith. That's nice and repaired. Let's see what happens when we click our stronghold button. Okay, this comes up. Back to Gilded Vale. And the blacksmith.
Greetings.
Ah, you're back. Anything I can help you with? Hand over the crate. Tuatano reaches out to take the crate, raising it effortlessly onto the counter. His face splits into a broad smile. Why, so you have. This is excellent news. We can finally get back to work and show you real black hammer quality. None of these flimsy little swords. Here, I'll give you a taste. He ducks behind the counter and rises with a heavy wooden shield in hand. Might not have had much in the way of materials to work with, but it's still black hammer craftsmanship. You go on and take that. And here, some coin for your troubles, too. His pleased expression dims. Did you find anyone with the wagon? Bandits overtook the wagon. I doubt your people survived. Tuatanu shakes his head, running a hand over his bald pate. Poor fools. Always told them they ought to hire some guards instead of palming the extra coins. He sighs. I'll have to hire on more hands. Don't suppose you want to settle in Gilded Vale. Try some delivery work? He smiles thinly. You have my thanks for your assistance, friend. Give me some time to work the forge, and you'll have your pick of the next run of weapons. Okay, so let's see what we got. A large door shield. -8 accuracy, 16 deflection, and grants bash. Nice. Let's go to the inn and rest and get some camping supplies.
Welcome. Hail and well met.
I guess we want to keep, I like to keep like one of everything, so. Okay. Let's go back to the blacksmith. Maybe he has some interesting items for sale. Saving.
Good day, stranger.
Tuatano gives you a broad smile. Always good to see a friendly face. I hope the Vale is doing kindly by you. We've made good use of those supplies you brought us. Some of my best work. You ever want to see our special stock, you just say the word. Okay. So he has camping supplies as well, and lots of fine equipment. Let's get grappling hook. pry bar. More lockpicks. What's this? Though tarnished and lusterless in its remarkable age, the intricate inscriptions summon animat. Okay. Well, we can get rid of this. No, we can't. Let's sell our shit. Who cares? Is the pike better than the spear? No. Okay, let's trade. Now what do we do? I guess we go tackle the keep and deal with this Lord Raedric. We're playing at the hard level, so we only get a maximum of 2 camping supplies, unfortunately. There be a fight.
Veithis Elmes Metu.
Yes? Huh?
Okay. Lots of stuff. Okay, in our next video, we will go down into the basement of this keep and try to get through this, power our way through the sewers. See you then.